Hello and welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath, intuitive card reader, and a bunch of other stuff. Visionary. I hear stuff. I see stuff. Just keep it in English. I'm here to do the mid-monthly for June 15th, 2018 until June the 30th. Of this said same year. Okay, so I've got everything cleansed and balanced, and boy did I ever need that. Every move I've made in the last 20 minutes on the system here has been backwards. Words disappearing on me, like what the hell. I'm like, okay, I need to chill. I need to get in the zone. I'm always okay when I'm in here with you guys. I'm just going to turn those on and they'll fade out in about 5 minutes. They're battery operated. Aren't they pretty though? They're the tiniest. It's just a wire with little bits of light all the way through it. So anyways, let's get in with your shuffle here. I'm sorry that I missed the first of the month to put the monthlies out for the month of June. Medical issues, that's all I'm going to say. And if you know I'm not, if I'm missing in action, MIA, as they say, or gone AWOL, it's for a good reason. I don't just pull up and disappear. I have an obligation here. That's how I look at it. And I couldn't even put a video out. It just seemed, I just find that embarrassing to have to do that. You know, people are asking, and I know that I should, but I'm sorry. I really am. And because the last readings I did were in May, I had a whole video, a reading done, the whole thing from start to complete finish, just had to click publish, and I had to delete the whole thing. Because I not only said May countless times in the video, and it wasn't, and my intention behind it was all June, but my mouth was saying May because my brain was not in gear, in the proper gear, you might say. And I even titled the reading for May 15th through May 30th. Like, oh my God. And I said it, and I've been at this too long on YouTube to know what that's. I could put a big red flag and say, and just say what I just said, that it was a mistake, but it is for June. You wouldn't believe the comments that I get hit with. Why are you saying, are you aware that you're saying that it's for June? And they would have missed the whole, I would have had to have done another video. All right? Just on that mistake. So I just deleted it. I have to do it over. It'll get done at the end. So this is for Leo. I'm sorry. And we're 3 minutes in. I haven't even said who the reading's for. It's for Leo. I'm still trying to find my feet. So if I screw up, this is for June. All right? The mid-monthly for June. It is for the sign of Leo. Anything I say outside of that, just say she doesn't know what she's talking about. And I literally won't know what I'm talking about. All right. So this is the 5-card spread. The very first card is your overall energy. Your second card are your finances and wealth. And your third card is your hearth, your home, your intimate loves. The fourth card is your challenges. May there be few for mid-June. I almost said May again. My head's still there. And the final card, card number 5, is your message from Spirit. I'm cutting the deck, and I'm now going to confirm and consult with Pendulum. These are indeed your cards, Leo. As this deck stands, are the top 5 cards, the cards that are meant for the general free public reading for the signs of all the Leos, Leo the Lions that are viewing this reading, are the top 5 cards, the cards that are meant for their spread. Will there be resonation with most? I'm getting yes, that's good enough for me. That's good enough for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, here we go. Here we go, guys. Trying to get back into it. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, yes, this is what I'm going to start doing that's new. You get to see the spread while I'm laying it out, and then we'll go back to me again. Okay, so your first card, your overall energy. We're looking at the 7 of Wands. It's all about endurance. I'm feeling this is work related for most. That's what I just heard, for most. Okay, down here, there, so you can see it. Card number 2. We are looking at your finances and wealth. We're looking at the Knight of Swords, and it's all about drama. Wow, what's this all leading into? Got a story unfolding here, I think. Card number 3, your hearth, your home, your intimate loves. We've got strength and stability. He's a good card. I like him a lot. Okay. Then we got card number 4, your challenges. Oh, come on now, Leo. We're looking at the Ace of Cups. It's all about love. Maybe some trouble in the love department for somebody. We'll see. So then we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Here's your message from Spirit, and she represents kindness. How lovely. How nice. All right. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your spread for mid-month June. All right. There we go. Okay. I'm not tired. I don't think I'm tired. I'm just expelling what doesn't need to be here. Just expelling it. I need to find my feet again. So that's why I say if I get confused and I start saying things that you're going, what, and scratching your head, just ignore it from here on out. The 7 of Wands and endurance is what we're looking at for your overall energy. Okay? So we've got, it's Wands and the beautiful seahorse in the background. I like him. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Yeah, you can see that. And we're looking here, Wands being about business ventures, and it's about taking risks, chances, diving in blindfolded. That's what I'm hearing for you. In this case, this is there may be a feeling of the threat of losing something or somebody going on with this card for the last 2 weeks of June. This could be a relationship. Whatever it is for whoever this resonates with, the first and foremost thing that you have to do is keep your integrity in check. So says Tarot, so says Spirit. You must keep your integrity in check. You must hold on to your pride. You must, can't be blunt, make a fool of yourself on account of somebody else. Be careful of that. You're liable to become more of an emotional creature here, Leo, and you really want to roar big time, right from the very bowels of your gut, of your own gut. For heaven's sake, you're wanting to really bring that up and out. You want to be heard, is what's going on, but at what cost? Watch your pride and watch your integrity. Don't do anything you wouldn't normally do. Don't go against your own gut instinct and your own more or less moral beliefs as well. Be very, very careful. For some of you, you could find yourself defending other people that aren't there to speak for themselves, or people that are there but they can't speak for themselves. You need to be, as far as your advice of this card goes, you need to be very clear in all communications, Leo, right across the board. That's work-related, relationships, like romantic ones, married people, within family units. There could be some people maybe on a bit of an out with somebody else in the family at this time. I'm not seeing what's sure of, but somebody's nose is at a joint. If you're really clear, it's hard to remember these things. But if you could make a promise to yourself to try to be clear in everything you say to people, reiterate everything, and I hate that. It's a pet peeve of mine. I don't like repeating myself. Oh, it bothers me bad. Always has. Sometimes we have to. We have to do that. It's like some days we're not being heard. That's an energy that's been going around lately. 2 people aren't being heard. They're being spoken over or over-talked. It's like you're invisible sometimes, is the feeling that's going along with that. There's some kind of an energy going on. Maybe somebody can weigh in on that. Negotiate. If you're negotiating, you need to be very clear in your communications. That's being red flagged for you. Again, don't go against your own integrity, your own moral beliefs. Always take the higher moral ground. No matter, if things are starting to go south, turn a little bit sour when you're in the middle of communications with anybody or negotiations of any kind, and you've been as clear as you can be, then you've done all you can do. And you smell it going sour. This is not going to be good. You need to take the higher moral ground and get the hell out of it. End the conversation, walk away. Your keywords are defense and protection, opposition. There could be a fight over property as well. And territory is one of your keywords. Force. You will not be forced into anything. Remember that. And resistance is coming in here. So there's resistance going on for the last couple of weeks. I'm just feeling it's just the one issue for somebody, though. For some of you, not just somebody, but for some of you, it's not everything going to hell in a handbasket in the last 2 weeks of May or June. Isn't that awful? When am I going to get it in my head? It's June. I've been gone from the picture for a while, and time and dates, and none of that meant anything to me. I wasn't feeling well, so I'm still partly physically back. I'll have a cup of tea and shut up, Natalie. All right. Knight of Swords, drama in your finances and your wealth. Some of these communications and the overall energy could be impacting your financial sector. There's going to be some blocks thrown in the way to any financial plans that you had in place that you were going to be then. There's going to be some drama. You're going to be pissed. You're going to be real upset about this, the frustration of the delay, of the waiting. And you got to go through some things over again, more than one thing. And you're like, I've already done all this. Why is this happening? Don't know. I'm not seeing it. They ain't talking. I don't know. You're feeling insecure. There's arguments. It seems you've had a couple of arguments. You're not used to that very much, Leo. You've had a few arguments in the last, if not the last week or so, you will into the end of the month. There could be for some of you, not everybody. It's not going to resonate with all of you. Great. So don't walk around with a chip on your shoulder and nothing's happened yet. You'll look stupid. People say, what the hell's wrong with them? What's with the dude with them? But you're going to have a fight with somebody. There's going to be something going down with somebody for, you know what? I hate to say this, but for an awful lot of you, but not everybody. You're not going to be able to avoid it. It's going to seek you out like a heat missile with your name written all over it. You're not going to be able to avoid this argument, this face-off, this, confrontation. It won't be good. It's not, I don't feel a physical fight, but it's going to be a heated argument. Try to keep your intelligence about you and keep your feet grounded and keep your feet spread apart so you've got a good grip onto the ground. For some of you, again, and this could be argument related, but you're going to be seeing the truth of somebody else. What they're really made of, what they're really all about. You really tell what somebody's made of when they've got their back pushed against the wall. I've been shocked before. There's a lot of things that don't shock me, but people never fail to shock me. Not really. You think you know people. You only know them as well as you know them in that minute, up to that point. Anybody can change at any second. That's the way it is. That's the way of the world. That's the way of human beings. It's the way we are. Change in a heartbeat. How well do we even know ourselves up to this moment? However long you've been on the planet and you know yourself quite well up to this moment. There could be a happening that could change you in a heartbeat. Who knows? We don't know. But you're going to be seeing the truth about somebody, and that can be good or bad. That can swing either way. You're going to think, I didn't think that person was as good as I just witnessed. And somebody else, you're going to think, I never thought they had it in them to be that dark or that negative. And here's some advice for you, is to stay out of other people's problems, other people's issues. Just mind your own business, all right? You need to just keep your P's and Q's to yourself on some things. Yes, there are some situations where you need to jump in, you need to dive in, and you need to interfere. Hopefully it's for peacekeeping, right? Not to gang up 2-on-1 on somebody else, but for keeping the peace, if nothing else, and let a situation maybe resolve itself. But for the most part, try to stay out of other people's part. You got enough of your own stuff to deal with, Leo. Don't be the hero. I just heard for you, Leo. Stop trying to be the flippin' hero. That's what I heard. Okay, they didn't use the word flippin'. That was mine. But you know what I mean. Your keywords are battles and confrontations and stress, an unstoppable force. Like you can't avoid that confrontation, that argument. That's an unstoppable force for you. There's going to be some attempt at manipulation and just a feeling of things being unstable or unstable, whatever. But this is affecting your house of money, you might say. Your morality is going to play a big part in this for some reason for some of you. All right, that's all I'm going to say on that. Your third card we're looking at is the card of strength and stability. It's falling into your family sector, your home, your life, your romances, your love, this kind of a thing. You're being advised, okay, with this card here, you're being advised to your morals really coming into play here for the last 2 weeks. Because we're looking again back at your morality and what it stands for. How far does it go? When do you stick to the rules of your own making, things that you never do, lines that you never cross? But you're being advised to stand firm in an issue. Remain calm. Don't panic. Whatever you do, do not panic. You need to do what is right. Do not, don't cross your own lines that you've already laid in place for yourself and you've lived by your whole life. You know, the type of person that you are inside. Take the higher moral ground. Once again, we're looking at that. This card is really about your own inner strength and your strength of character. Your own strength of character. Some of you are going to find out what you're made of. Are your lines wishy-washy, your moral lines? Or are they solid? Wherever you go, whichever turn you make, whatever choices you take, you're the one that has to face yourself every minute. That you use the bathroom, you know, you get up in the morning, you know, you're looking in the mirror. You got to ask yourself, just knowing the bigger picture, as long as it's for the good, that's what you have to concern yourself with. Your keywords here are courage and patience, endurance. There's risk involved. Losing the balance for a little bit here, people, but you really got to find your way back. You don't cross that moral line, you'll be all right. Facing off opposition. Sometimes this card here as well represents a physical return, like a return of physical strength. If you've been ill, you're making your way back. If you've been emotionally or mentally ill and weak in those areas, you're going to be making your way back. Just a return of vitality. Physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, a return. You're coming back for some of you. This would only be for one, maybe two people making their way back. This is after a period of illness. This isn't like, you know, if you want to identify with it because you had the common cold for 2 weeks, and go right ahead. This is more aimed at people who have been sick longer than that. People have been on their backs. People have been very ill. People have been in accidents, you know, broken bones. You've been down for quite a while. You know, been through emotional trauma. You've been down for quite a while. People with a lot of mental stress have been suffering. That's mental issues, mental health issues when you're under stress. You've been down a long time. You're going to be coming back. This card is standing for that as well. Now in your challenges, we're looking here at the Ace of Cups, and we're looking at love, and is it too late for you? I don't know why. I've never gotten that, heard anything like this off of this card, but I'm hearing for somebody, is it too late for you to go after who it is that you want? To go after the person that you carry in your heart? Is it too late? And why are you asking yourself this? This is for somebody. You were asleep at the wheel, my dear. My tendency was to say buddy, but that would imply all men, but it's not all men. This is man or woman. Doesn't matter what your orientation is or any of that either. You're a little slow for somebody to open your heart and to trust. All right? Somebody else, you were all kind of willy-nilly all over the place. You didn't take it real seriously as the other person did. And you're a little late waking up for the movie. The movie's half over now. You're a little late for it. You can go ahead and try. What's it going to cost you at the, at the face of love? It's love after all, right? If this person really means as much as you're feeling now that they mean to, it doesn't matter what happened before. It really is now where you're at now. And you're waking up and realizing, oh my gosh, I can't live my life without them in it. Oh my heavens. Am I in love? They told me they were in love with me, but I never asked myself if I was in love with them. Oh, and then your face will turn red and you'll feel the heat, thinking of the things you said and how flighty you were and how you made light of everything. And now you realize that other person was serious the whole time. And you gave them the brush off. And now it's just hitting you. I don't know. You need to be slapped upside your head to be woke up. I don't know what the problem was, but for some reason, you let them slip right out of your hands. Go after them. Go after them. There's your challenge. You're going to go after them? Because if you do, chances are you're still going to be successful. That's why this card is shown up for you. But the challenge is swallowing your pride, admitting you were wrong. If you can't admit to this person when you're wrong, you shouldn't be around people at all if you have a problem with admitting when you're wrong. You need to swallow that back. You may need to wear your heart on your sleeve and see that you mean what you say, that they are important to you. And yeah, you're going to have to use the L word, and then you're going to have to prove it. It's not going to be that easy. For everybody else, you can open your heart, and it's okay to trust. Anything that some of you have on the go right now, such as you may be writing a book, or you may have some projects on the go, you may be gardening, decorating your home, anything like that. Somebody may be thinking about motherhood here as well. These are all good things that some of you may be involved in, and you're encouraged to throw yourself into these things at this time. Get yourself really into the zone and pour your heart into everything that you do. Give the best to the best of you. If you want to be a good writer, the best writing, I can tell you because I write a little bit. I have for years. Some of the best writing that'll pour out of a writer is the stuff that they're terrified of anybody to read. That's the juicy stuff. That's where the best writing is. That's what grabs people and brings them in. Don't be afraid to do that. Even if some people that know you well, it's about the people that don't know you. It's people that know you well will look at you and go, this came out of that head? You think this way? Do you believe this way? What? They make it personal. It may be to you. It's not really, but it did come from you. You write a good book, you go, who's going to write for the bad guy? It's got to be somebody. It's got to be you. If it's your book, you write the good, you write the bad, you write the ugly. Throw your heart into what it is you're doing. If you're gardening, throw your heart into your gardening. Dare to be different. Make a design out of your, flowers or something. Do something different. Throw yourself in. Don't be afraid of what other people think. You're always afraid of what everybody's going to think about you. You're not living life. You got to live on the edge. You got to dare to be different and be original. With this card also comes very overwhelming, intense emotions as well. It is the number one card in tarot for love. It's the Ace of Cups, right? It's the one we all identify with. People would debate what is the number one love card, but for me, it's always been this one. But other readers would probably debate and have their own P's and Q's to put in there. Just be aware that emotions and passion is represented by this card as well. We're talking the stop my heart kind of passion. That kind of a thing, right? Where you're caught. Sudden realizations or sudden happenings around you, or somebody's getting down on bended knee in front of you and your heart stops and like, what are they doing? This kind of a thing. High, intense, sharp emotions. I mean sharp, they on that scale, all the way. The suddenness of it all, the unexpectedness of it all, which makes for some of you the beauty of it all because it was so unexpected. There could be pregnancy for somebody here on the bill as well. There will be feelings of fulfillment, intense emotions, intensity, passion, love. And I'm smiling because overall it's a really good card. But these are things that some of you aren't used to dealing with. Intense emotions, this is your challenge. So now we're looking at here is your message from Spirit, Leo, for June, Leo. Queen of Pentacles. And she's all about kindness. She's about love. She's about kindness. She's about nature, about home. It's home sweet home. You hear that expression. You see that written. She's all about that. She's highly supportive. She likes she's the wise friend that we all want in our life. Male or female, we all need a go-to person. That's what she is. She's the go-to person. And sometimes the go-to person is, guess who? You. And you could find yourself in this position in the last couple of weeks of June. Family issues could come to the surface. You may need to be a negotiator. You're to be focusing on your key tasks at this time as well. Giving it your all. That's come up more than once here for you. Use your money, spend your money wisely. Go ahead and take care of your needs if you're able to do so, if you're so blessed to do so. You can take care of things you need and have those things in. And if you can afford the wants, maybe hold back a little bit. Do you have to have that right now? Whatever the want is, it isn't a need, it's a want. You have to have it right now. If you're able to hold off a little bit, it'd be really wise of you to do that. She would tell you so. She would tell you, what are you doing? You don't have to have that right now. It's a want. It's not a need. It's going to be somebody like that in your life that's your go-to person. They could take the smile off your face. I just heard that. Your smile could be wiped because of their honesty and their directness. They may hit on something that never occurred to you until they brought it up. Well, I was fine. So you brought that up. Never even thought about that. That's what I hear somebody saying. It's funny, really, on my end. It's a hoot. I think it's funny as hell. I don't know what it is, and I'm laughing. It is funny. Your keywords for this card from Spirit are generosity, being generous of not just your money and of your time, but just of you in general. Generous of yourself, giving of yourself to somebody else. Love is being highlighted here. Helping other people. You may find yourself in that position should you be so lucky. Consider yourself lucky if your help is needed. It means you're wanted. That's how you look at that. Be happy to do so. Money, just keep your eye on things. You don't overspend. Take care of your needs, and we'll take a second look at your wants. Kindness and support are there for you. Should you choose to take it, or should you admit that you need some support, then go for it and take the support. There you go, Leo. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope you got something out of it. I hope it resonated with you. Thank you very much for letting me be a part of your day today. To everybody else, all subscribers, thank you very, very much. If you haven't subscribed, please do so you don't miss any future videos. Also, if you like this reading and you'd like to have something personal and private, information for that is found down below the video window in the Show More section. Read through once. Send me off an email. I'll get you taken care of, I swear, as quickly as I'm able to. For everybody else, oh, yes, we're on Facebook. You know, if you can't get enough of us here, join us on Facebook under groups Bay of Fundy Fortunes. That's if you're not a Facebook hater. It's a closed and private group full of like-minded individuals just like me and just like you. That's why we're here. And for everybody else, if you're looking for me and you don't find me right here in Bay of Fundy Fortunes, I can be found down on the beach down below on the Cole, walking along the water's edge that bring the highest tides on this planet, the beautiful, the bountiful, the Bay of Fundy, right in my backyard. No matter where you find me, I've always got one eye waiting on the next high tide because I'm a high tide junkie. Peace in, so you can share that love and light out and smile at a stranger today. You might just make their day. It isn't going to cost you anything. Hope to see you all back here for the 1st of July, me included. I hope I'm here. And I wish you the best of the best for the last 2 weeks of the month of June 2018. Goodbye for now.